Hi, Kevin Henry here today in Berkeley, California at the Transcendentist Dental Practice with Dr. Fred Pockrass. And Dr. Pockrass actually developed the first green dental practice in the United States. So that's an amazing accomplishment right there. Tell me a little bit, or give me a few tips. If a dentist is watching this and he or she is thinking, you know, I'd like to make my practice more environmentally friendly, what are some very simple, inexpensive things that a dentist could do in his or her practice?
Sure, great. Thank you so much, Kevin. Well, when my wife, Ina, and I co-founded our practice in 2003, we really looked at all of the aspects of what goes into a dental practice. And, you know, for one of the first things that we looked at was what was the type of paint that we were putting on the walls of our facility. And so we decided that we were going to use no VOC paint, which is no volatile organic compounds. And at that time in 2003, we had to source out for those materials. Now they're readily available. So that's the first thing that people can do, just to create an environment that's a little more sustainable, a little more ecologically friendly. Then we looked at using paper cups that everybody gives after their, you know, if you have a swish and a rinse after your dental appointment. And so we decided to use ceramic cups so these cups are all reusable. They get washed on site in an on-site dishwasher. That's something that everybody can use. We looked at suction tips. So every dental practice uses plastic suction tips that are disposable. So we looked at using stainless steel suction tips. And right there was a cost savings on an annual basis of about $170 per year, just on the stainless steel suction tips alone. Every dental practice can have green plants in their treatment rooms. It's a source of oxygen. It creates more life. It creates an environment that's warm and welcoming. We also got involved with a program that's here in our community called the Smart Lights program. And I'm sure there are programs like that in just about every community in every county across the United States. This is a program that allowed us to change out our old inefficient lighting system, and we used high efficiency fluorescent lights. Okay. And the savings for that program is about $600 per year, just on switching out the lights and just knowing that we're using so much less electricity to light up our facility. Every dental office is really a mini hospital or a mini clinic, and there's an administrative part to that. And so we looked at what was the kind of paper that we're using for our printers. So we use all 100% recycled copy paper. Okay. Most dental practices send out recall cards, recall notices, sure. Birthday cards, birthday notices, congratulatory cards if the patient's had a baby or there's something to celebrate. So rather than sending that out in paper, we do all of those communications by email. Nice. Our patient newsletter is sent out by email. So every way that we can figure out how to improve our efficiencies and cut down on something that will just eventually get tossed out into a waste or a landfill. We also have a recycle program in our practice, and that's something that every dental practice can have, is to have a way to recycle, whether it's paper or plastic or glass. There's always a way to recycle that. And we also looked at our sterilization systems. And so we decided that we wanted to go with steam-based sterilizations, and rather than using those pouches, or paper pouches, which ultimately just end up in a landfill, we designed cloth products that are the same as hospital-grade sterilization. So our instruments get placed into it's a cloth package. It almost looks like a burrito. So the instruments get rolled up, and we put a steri-strip inside, so we know that there's absolute sterilization of all of our instrumentation. Okay. And the cloth sterilization package then goes through a normal sterilization cycle. And the cloth can be reused, so there's tremendous savings on just that alone. I believe that the cloth products themselves save about $2,300 a year. Wow. per dental practice. So those are all significant savings when you really look at how that adds up. There's a misconception right now that going green is more expensive, that going green costs green, and the truth of it is that going green saves green.
That's great. Some easy things that everybody can do in their dental practice, and appreciate the tips. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you.